Don't leave again.
Are you scared?
Well, sometimes people don't know what they're feeling.
Who's the girl?
Close your eyes.
The sound comes from far away. Arms come.
People don't probably know you, huh?
It's difficult.
What's difficult?
Honesty. I think when you're revealing yourself honestly, you can't help but to be afraid. I lost my mind in here.
Wow.
That just looks awesome, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you just watched a preview of the movie Billy Bates, which was shown last night at the Loft Cinema. It's a glimpse into the life of an artist that's often regarded as brilliant, but there's always two sides to the story.
And that's what director Jennifer DeLia and producer Julie Pacino have captured with their new movie Billy Bates. And they're here now, along with actor James Wirt, to give us the details. Just the trailer, the music, the images, that was so powerful. And as we were saying, it was previewed last night at the Loft last night. Jennifer, you had a reason to kind of bring this movie to be shown here in Tucson.
That's right. I used to live here, actually. I spent 10 years of my life here. It's kind of crazy to be back. I actually worked at Journal in this building for the radio group in 2000, I think. So it's very cool, and it's great to see how much people love art here and just how passionate they were in the Q&A, and it was just very refreshing. My uncle has a business here, Desert Beach, who did all of our advertising specialty items and stuff. So it's a great full circle, and we're just really thrilled to be here.
And I mean, I'm sure every film is quite the journey to make. So why Billy Bates?
Billy Bates was really a catharsis, I would say, for me as an artist and as a person. You know, just exploring different themes of psychology and intimacy, sexuality. It was inspired by so many actual experiences that I had, and we shot it in documentary fashion over the course of 2 years. So not conventional, but it got to really evolve as I was growing and kind of discovering the story. So we're proud of that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and how did it feel to kind of take on such a deep, eccentric kind of character?
It was scary. I mean, it was nerve-wracking, but also very rewarding to go to those different places that Billy's character goes in the story. You know, it was scary and a lot of fun.
Scary and a lot of fun.
If those go together.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of the time, yeah.
So what was the process like for you, Julie?
The process was great. I met Jen when she was just starting to shoot the film, and she showed me some of the footage, and I was just blown away by it. I mean, the colors and the way that she was telling the story were just so inspiring to me. So I happily jumped on board to help her finish the film, and we're really proud of it.
And by the way, how did the three of you meet?
We all met in different ways. I met Jimmy in an acting class in 2002, so we became fast friends and really kind of came up together in a way. Julie and I met in Austin. I was subletting a room from a guy who owned a deli, and she was a customer at the deli.
Oh my God.
New York style deli. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Heard I was in town shooting a film and wanted to just get together, left her number on a napkin. we met and kind of discovered our common ground. And
That sounds like a movie in itself, right there.
I know.
Yeah, it's like how Jennifer and Julie met. Like we totally just do a whole, different movie.
Exactly.
I love that, and then it just works. Like sometimes you meet people, and then you just have like the same vision and the same kind of passion, and it worked out to this beautiful movie.
It did, yeah. We definitely share a philosophy and are pretty much cut from a similar mold creatively, so that does work really well for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's rare for it to be so easy for a group of people to get together and make something artistic. I know I tried to start a lot of bands, which is different. It's music.
Right.
But I know that, you three look like you work together very easily. So what was it like, working together on it?
It's not always easy.
Yeah.
It's just, I think what makes it very synergistic is the trust factor. When you have implicit trust with somebody and you've really built a friendship and a relationship, you're not starting from ground zero. So you're able to kind of push each other to go places and challenge each other in a way that if you were strangers at the start, it might be a little more difficult for someone. And Savannah, our actress, was a stranger, and she was kind of coming into this family environment and had a lot more to kind of get used to, But I think that we had a good jumping off point to begin with.
Yeah, and I think
it's not easy every day.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
exactly.
I was going to say we all shared a common vision too. We kind of all knew what this film had the potential of being, so that made it easy to work together because we were doing something that was fresh and exciting that we were all passionate about.
It is. And Julie, we have to ask, did your dad, Al, you know Al, did he have a chance to see the film?
He did, yes, he did, which was really exciting for me to show him the first feature that I produced, and he loved it.
He loved it?
Yeah, he did. And he's a tough critic, too,
He
so
is.
he'll tell me if he doesn't like
He
something.
had a couple notes. He had a couple
notes, for
he
sure.
did love it.
But overall, he loved it, and Jimmy's performance is something that's, impossible not to love, in my opinion.
Right.
So.
Well, Jimmy, was that a little nerve-wracking that you knew that Julie's dad was going to actually watch it?
Yeah, I didn't know at first he was going to watch it, but I remember Jen had called me and said he just watched it and he liked it. And I was like, I was all excited. I was like, he just watched my movie.
Well, in the life of an actor, that's got to be quite the moment for you.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. And he also came to our play, which was really cool.
Ooh, that's
that we all
excellent.
did together
Wow.
as well in New York
Yeah.
recently.
We just finished.
So obviously talent runs in your family. How long have you been kind of doing movies or doing things in this realm?
Well, professionally, 5 years. When I met Jen, we started our company, Poverty Row Entertainment, 5 years ago. But I grew up around sets and, was always running around with the camera, encouraging my little friends to, act out scenes and stuff. Even though they wanted to go outside and play, I was like, no, we're making a movie. So yeah, my whole life, definitely.
Excellent.
Wow.
Yeah.
And James, you said it was scary to step into this role. So how is it different than any of the other roles you've ever done?
It's different because we didn't have a traditional 100-page script, and Jen had different inspirations, as she said. One was based on her father, and he had spent time in a psych ward, and I hadn't done that. And
Okay.
So we talked a lot about that. I spoke with him on the phone just to figure out, some of the details in that, and those details led us to, and me, to go kind of too far. You know what I mean? Do a big performance, and it was great, at one point, Jen actually, before the shoot, locked me in her room at this house, she was subletting an apartment in New York, and I stayed in there for 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
At first, okay, this is kind of weird, and then 6 hours later, I was like, this is crazy,
What helps you step into that headspace?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool because it was a lot of time to think about it and stuff. It was a good idea.
No cell phone.
No
Yeah.
cell phone. Yeah. Oh, no.
That's-
So Jennifer, who would you say is the ideal person to watch this film or to enjoy this film?
I realized that the demographic is much wider than I would have actually envisioned. It speaks to so many different types of people, whether you're an art lover, if you're someone just trying to let go. It's really about reconciling your past and where you come from with your childhood and how you project into your current relationships. And I think this is accessible to actually everybody. And I'm constantly surprised and so excited when someone who's 70 years old or someone who's 20 years old has something to take away. And sometimes it's just the soundtrack.
Yeah.
The music is a big part of it. Sometimes they don't connect with the story, but they just love the music, so they want to watch it again. It speaks to a lot of different types of people, but it's a little sophisticated in its the way it's executed. But the story is actually really simple.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I
it's a
love the soundtrack.
That's a wonderful point to make. It's a study of love, and I want to thank all three of you for making
Yes.
this film. It's wonderful, and thank you for coming on our show.
Thanks for
And it
having
comes
us.
out tomorrow on
Oh, right.
VOD and iTunes, Amazon, all of
Yep,
that.
we'll cover all that.
Okay,
Just
sorry.
about- yeah, it's a good thing you are.
Yeah.
So Billy Bates is out on digital platforms tomorrow, November 18th, including iTunes, Vimeo, Google, Amazon, and cable on demand.
So definitely go check that out.